final show. It's actually going to be more of a sports show with Ryan and Bravey. Bravey and I wanted to discuss the NBA. Now, I haven't believed in the Mavs all year, I'm not going to lie. The last few years they've been a disappointment. And I made a mistake that I don't usually make, which is to connect the previous year to that year. As if the Mavs losing last year to the Spurs in the playoffs, or the year before to New Orleans, or the year before, has anything to do with this year, and it doesn't. I don't know these guys that are pro players. I don't know what motivates them. But I know this. The Miami Heat have put together the greatest tandem that I've ever seen. Ever. It's like two Jordans almost. Or a Jordan and better than a Pippen. And it's not fair. I'm talking about LeBron and Dwayne Wade. People don't like LeBron for leaving the Cavaliers, who surrounded him with garbage players that you wouldn't even want to be your 9th or 10th man, like Bobby Gibson and Ilgauskas and Anderson Varejao and all these players that are worthless, surrounded the best player in the NBA with them. He won 55, 60 games every year, then he gets to the playoffs, and they flame out because he can't score 90 points a game. But this team, and he goes to Miami, and he takes less money, and he says, I want to win. And he's the best player in the NBA, and it's not even close, and people don't like him. I mean, I don't really know him. But I will say this. This team that the Heat put together isn't fair. Like, it's not fair. What they're going to do if they're healthy to the NBA isn't fair. The rest of the NBA is not going to have a chance for years. Braveheart agrees. We've discussed this at length. Braveheart's blind. Right, Braveheart? You wouldn't know. He still gets around. Anyhow. A little bit of baseball from Braveheart and Ryan today. This is Braveheart, he's blind. A little bit of baseball. If the Giants don't do something about Buster Posey being out for the year, they're probably not going to win, maybe even the division, because the team they had 2 years ago didn't win the division. And I think the division's better now because Arizona seems like a good team. I don't know if they're going to be a division winner, I don't think so, but they're going to be a 500 team. I thought they'd win 75, but I think they're going to win 80 plus. They got a really good bullpen, which changes the whole team. There's nothing that matters more than a bullpen. Which brings me to the Rangers, my favorite team for my whole life. The Rangers have a lousy bullpen. They have who last year was a top 3 closer in baseball, Neftali Felizo. Sorry, Braveheart. You want to stand up and lie down. This is interesting. I guess Braveheart seems like he doesn't want to talk anymore. The Rangers will win that division if their bullpen gets on track. Period. They'll win that division. They could go to the World Series again, actually, because they have good enough starters. Boston's starters aren't spectacular. The Yankees aren't. Tampa's are pretty good. But the Rangers have beat Tampa before. It's baseball. Anybody can win. So, in summation, the Giants need to do something about not having Buster Posey. They're not going to win the division if they don't get somebody to play catcher and probably another position as well. In summation, if the Rangers bullpen gets going, and finally in summation, it's a long one, I don't think the Mavs can beat the Heat, but I hope that I am wrong. This is Ryan and Braveheart. This was your sports update for today, June 2nd, 2011. Excuse me. Braveheart.